Beginning in 1991, the release of the new franchise was Sonic the Hedgehog. Sega's new mascot because of the failure of Alex the Kid to compete with Mario. Thus began the saga of Sonic the Hedgehog. He became extremely popular and was an instant classic, and came out with an extensive library. At the beginning of next generation consoles came Sonic Adventure, and it came out on the Nintendo Dreamcast, the first actual Sega 3D console. Then it was re-released as Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut for the Nintendo GameCube. Player's Choice. Only for Player's Choice GameCube Nintendo. Anyway, that aside, then came Sonic Adventure 2, which I wish I could show you, but that happens to be bought on the Xbox Live Arcade. So, next came out Sonic Heroes. A different kind of game when you played as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and a group of other teams. Team Dark, which had Rouge, Shadow, Omega. Team Chaotix, where's the rest of them? And Team Rose, Cream, Amy, and Mr. Big the Cat. A fat cat that likes to eat so much tuna that he became obese. So, you can switch between the characters, and then you eventually had to fight Metal Sonic at the ending. Spoiler alert. And then Grand Theft Shadow. This is where you run around shooting people with a gun. And your Shadow. I do not count this as a Sonic game, I count it as a Shadow game. And of course they have the guest star Sonic, because Shadow exists in Sonic's universe, but it's not a Sonic game. And there's a Commander, whose name is literally Commander. And there's African American Doom, and then there's Fat Man. I mean, Talking Egg. Robotnik, Eggman, whatever his name is in this game. I can't even keep track anymore. So, next is a failure. We call this Failure the Hedgehog, the video game. We got Mustachio, Sally in human form, Shadow the Hedgehog, from, as you recall, from Grand Theft Shadow, and Sonic the Hedgehog, and Pothead. I do not like the redesign of the robots in this game, and I don't like the redesign of Robotnik. Pothead's an alright new character. I kind of liked how he was slow. I thought it was a nice change of pace in the Sonic games, considering that you ride motorcycles anyway, so why not? Let's throw a slow guy in there. You should not kiss animals. You could have got rabies. Sonic Unleashed. We saw the trailer to Sonic Unleashed, and everyone thought, wow, this game looks amazing. I mean, the graphics, CGI was gorgeous. But then again, we thought that about that, and we got disappointed. And then we saw the Night trailer, and everyone's like, what's the Night trailer? Do you play a Shadow or something? No, you play as this weird werehog thing. They definitely got inspired by Twilight. Sonic and the African American Knight. So, Sonic and the Black Knight tells the story of Sonic holding a sword. I mean, because Shadow can hold a gun. Why not give Sonic a sword? And the sword can talk.
Sonic Storybook Series.
Oh yeah, Secret Rings. It's so bad I'm not even going to show it. Sonic Colors. Now, when I first saw the powers and I never heard anything about the Wisps, I was like, whoa, is there like colorful chow that give you magical powers? But no, instead you absorb the souls of aliens that are getting enslaved by an evil genius named Egghead. And he creates an amusement park out of them. He literally steals their energy, so Eggman literally takes the souls of these guys and turns it into a cannon that will mind control the Earth. Well, Mobius. That's pretty evil. Anyway, and then the greatest success of all Sonic games since Sonic 06, Sonic Generations, where you play as New Sonic and Fat Sonic. And you can even play in 3D, even though no one does, because it irritates the eye socket. 2 Sonics, 2 ways to play. Pew! Oh wait, sorry, he doesn't even talk. So you pretty much play in Green Hill Zone. You can play 2D as him, or you can play in 2.5D as Sonic the Hedgehog. Modern, skinny Sonic. And it's E for cartoon violence, because violence is for everyone. Now, there is something else we need to talk about. But first, due to the success of Sonic, he's even made appearances in third-party games, starring in the famous Super Smash Bros. Series as a third-party character for Nintendo Wii. And now that we're on the subject of Wii, and we're done with these somewhat good games and then crappy games, we come to the new thing. Sega and Nintendo have a partnership now! Yeah! Whatever happens to Genesis does when Nintendo don't. It looks like that they're the same thing now. So, what we come to now is that the next 3, you heard it folks, 3 Sonic games, great news everyone, are going to be on Nintendo consoles only. But that's okay because the Xbox One's awful. And the PS4 is just a nicer version of a PS3, pretty much. Yay! So, what we have is Sonic Lost World and Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. And that's the other one that's probably going to be on Wii U and 3DS, like Lost World. And then there's some unnamed Sonic game. Maybe finally Sonic Dimensions is coming out. No, it's not. Whoever made up that rumor was wrong. I even made a video about it a long time ago. I was right before 3 months before Sega announced that it was fake. So, Sonic Lost World. Before everyone automatically says, hey look, it's Mario Galaxy for Sonic. Yes and no. Yes and no. You're probably like, but Grayson, how is that possible? Well, you little idiot, let me tell you how. Obviously, it's made by Nintendo and Sega, which obviously means that it's going to take some elements from other games. I mean, that's understandable, right? I mean, if you're partnering up with another team, you're obviously going to have the same elements as the company used for their famous character franchise. It just makes sense. And it's also Sonic Extreme, if you actually look at it, just with the added parkour. Parkour. Just added parkour, and of course, the speed element has been added. So, this is my speculation. So, in the image that shows the Lost World, and it's all like Sonic has discovered a Lost World, what will he find? I bet these Deadly Six that for some reason resemble the Furious Five from Kung Fu Panda. Each one of them probably represent an element, because there's a different place. There's a lava place, there's a desert place, there's a jungle place, there's a water place, there's a Green Hill Zone that's probably going to be renamed something else with Hill at the end. But still Green Hill Zone. Every single game has Green Hill Zone, besides Grand Theft Auto for the most part. And that's pretty much it. You're going to just fight every Guardian at a different spot. And then maybe Eggman will be the final boss. Ha! No, wrong. Eggman is teaming up with Sonic to defeat the deadly Furious 6. He uses them like in every other game. He's gonna use them, a mystical force. Or a special force, and it's gonna betray him. Like we have seen happen in previous games. And oh wait, no, the Time Eater doesn't betray him. Nice job, Sega, for thinking of something different. Metal Sonic, Gaia, Chaos, Iblis / Mephiles / Solaris / this is an awful game, don't buy it. Unless you're getting it for $1. You want $3. Might as well get it at $3. GameStop. And fresh. So Sonic Lost World's gonna be something kinda like that. This video's very long. It's almost 10 minutes, and I'm wasting your time with my speculation. So, honestly, I'm going to have to say this is going to be one of the best Sonic games in a long time. Just like Sonic Generations, which had great success. Even though it's on the Wii U, which is probably the best of the next generation consoles, PS4 is going to be like, I haven't seen much of it. I mean, they had a console revelation without showing the console. They just kept showing you the accessories and the controller. Must try harder. So, it's going to be one of the better ones. I mean, it's definitely going to be good like this, with different gameplay, Extreme/Galaxy. I think it's going to be the good Sonic game that we've had in a while. I mean, look at how big of a gap this is. From 1999, 2000, I think. 2010. It's been a long time since we've had a really good Sonic game. Not 2010, what am I thinking? This is definitely 2011. 2011. Yeah, it's 2011. And then we've had some decent games in between. Sonic Heroes, pretty good game actually. Different gameplay. Grand Theft Shadow, you get to run around shooting aliens. Pretty enjoyable. Obviously it's a Shadow game, not a Sonic game. What am I talking about? No. The daytime, amazing. Nighttime, depressing. You know what? It's God of War, but Sonic. Like, literally. It's exactly the same gameplay. I literally only play as Sonic on this game. Maybe Kirby every once in a while, but who can't play as a cute little pink guy? Go away, Ash. And so, yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a good Sonic game. Some in between, and some awful ones in between. That's just the story. That's just the way it is. Hopefully, Sonic Lost World will be great. And this new, unnamed Sonic game will probably have this gameplay, like the standard gameplay, Sonic 4 Episode 3 possibly, or just some new story that will be unrelated to anything else, or it will continue the story after Generations / Colors, kind of like Lost World is, kind of picking off where this and Colors left off. So we're continuing this storyline that Sonic is currently going through, where no side characters matter. Hopefully we'll see a bigger part from Knuckles and Shadow in the future. I know Tails has been becoming a better character than he's been, and that this two-tailed fox Miles Prower is supposedly playing a big role in Sonic Lost World. And look at the time. I'm wasting your time. And Amy Rose will be in it. She'll just be chasing around Sonic, being like, "Oh, Sonic, I love you. Will you marry me?" You know, and maybe Cream will be in it because she stalks Amy, and Amy kind of stalks her back, and then Big's this creepy old guy that's following them around. "Hey, have you seen Froggy? Froggy! Froggy!"